guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya, Sidegigcrafts. You guys, today we are on day number 2, November 2nd, with our gratitude journal. And I have decided to use a die cut that I have not used before. So I have cut out this beautiful, I think it's a magnolia. I'm not sure. It doesn't say anything on the package. It just looks, nondescript like they often do. And I'm going to put this beauty, I've already got them cut out. I'm going to save some time. And already got them cut out. And you know, it's funny because I was thinking they were going to go this way because of the die cut, but they are backwards, of course. That's how that works. And actually, that's okay though. And again, I'm all right if they hang out over the edge. Remember, I'm using the gel prints that I made back in July. Actually, I didn't make these in July. I made some in July. And I made the rest of these later on, but I am using those as my cards, and I've cut them into a 4.5 by 3-ish inch cards to make this, and I'm putting them in my box, in my index box. So I think this is how it's gonna go. And then I've got these magnolia flowers to piece together a little bit. So we're going to have some fun with that. Now I do want to use a marker or something to color the branch. And I'm debating how exactly I want to do that. So as I'm sitting here kind of fidgeting with it, I'm not quite sure, but I think we're going to try this. I don't know how this is going to work, but I want to get some brown onto it, give it some interest, give it some color. And I'm okay if it gets on the leaves because, you know, it's all the same plant and everything. But I want to mostly just color that stem, the branch part. I suppose it would be really pretty to put the, to do this, now that I'm thinking about it, in 2 different layers and do like the do it first in brown and then maybe, or a different, maybe just a different shade and then layer it with the different color. I don't know. I think there's probably lots of options for this die. But today, this is the way I'm going at it. Got so many that I've never used, and it's unfortunate, but it feels like Christmas when I do. There, that makes a big difference. And then I don't know if you guys can see that from there, but let me show you up close. Got the stem and the leaves, and then I have extra leaves that are in this green color that I can add into there also to add some more interest. So I think that makes it look a little bit more realistic and a little bit more fun and interesting. So we will put that aside for a minute. And then I also have these flowers. These are the white flowers that would go on there. This is the magnolia. I'm assuming magnolia. But also I'm wondering if I want to touch these with just a little bit of ink also, because magnolia flowers do have some brown on them as they start to age. And so if I touch them just a little bit, it'll also help help them, that white pop up off the, and they'll look a little bit more part of the piece, I think. So let's do that too. I want a lot of white. I want clean white in the middle. I don't want to grunge these too much, just a little bit. So I hope you guys are all doing great. I hope you're having a fantastic month so far, this being the 2nd day. Hopefully it hasn't gone wrong yet. And I hope you're all looking forward to the festivities later in the month. I hope your families are all well, and that you're getting your crafting done. Have you made a list of who you need to send cards to yet? Oh my gosh, I should probably do that. I need to make a Christmas list. I've had so many people be so kind and send Christmas cards. different years, and I'm horrible about getting them out in time, and it makes me feel so bad. So maybe this year I'll get mine out first-ish. Maybe I'll just go through my address book and send them out. I've got some made already, so that should help. I always like to make a couple extra in case I get one in from somebody that hasn't sent them in before. Then I already have some extras made, and I can send those out to thank them. This is really pretty. I think this is going to be gorgeous. And I don't remember where I got this die, so I don't remember what these are supposed to look like or how to piece them together, so I'm kind of making it up. I mean, it seems kind of like a no-brainer, so I'm not too worried about it, but we're just going to make it pretty. And it's got these little stamen things that cut out too, so I think I'm going to probably color those brown as well. It had another itty-bitty tiny little rectangular piece, but it fell on the floor, and I thought, you know, I don't think anybody's going to miss that little piece. I'll figure it out later. So, see if I can find it. I don't think I'm going to miss it. I think I'll just use what I've got here. Try not to do these too much. Just if you can see that, just a tiny little bit at the edge. I don't know if it's focusing or not there. Just a little bit. Do you guys have some fun Thanksgiving traditions that your family participates in? We usually get together and play board games, have a good meal together. It's been our tradition for a long time to just make sushi bowls or sushi rolls, depending on whoever wants to make whatever. And then we clean up and play board games and stuff. Sometimes we'll go to the movies. I don't know what we'll do this year. Feels like things are a little different this year, but everybody's kind of a little more spread out this year. So I might be doing it on my own. Who knows? I feel like last year the kids went, that Chloe might have gone, and Matthew to Utah to his family, so I'm not sure what their plans are this year yet. I feel like I was on my own last year, so it might be the same way this year. You never know. All right, let me see. And then Josie's in New Orleans, so we'll see what happens. I think I'll just kind of tamp these, darken them up. They're so tiny, I'm not exactly sure. Might have to add a little ink on there. But I also don't want them too dark, so just kind of work that. Now, an easier way might have been, if I knew how I was going to do it, color the paper before I cut them out would have been really good, or cut them out of a different colored paper. But this is working. I didn't really want a solid color, and I was thinking more orangey, but I might actually, you know, that would be nice to add an orange tone to it. Maybe I could do the same thing with the orange and just go over this to add that hue, even if it's not super noticeable. I wonder if I have an orange nearby. Probably not. Did I just flip that over? I don't know. I might have, but that's the right way up. Okay. Just do it again. Let's see if I can find some orange here. I have yellow. Not quite the same. Let's see. I know I have orange. Excuse me, Gretchy. Excuse me, baby. Stay there. Don't let me step on you. I have a gold. No, that's too close to the brown. There's an orange. I think that's orange. Is it orange? I think so. We'll try this one. We will try this one. It's just a little pigment pad. See what that does. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, it's not super noticeable. It's not. But it does add the tone to it, and I'm okay with that. I just need a little tone. You know, just a little. And they're flipping over. Let's see. Let's try that again. Just a little. We'll just boom. There. How's that? Okay, good enough. And if it's not, maybe I can use a marker and finish it off. All right, let's move those over because I'm not ready for those. And let's wipe that glass so we don't get that ink everywhere. I do have the back of my paper already. It's clean and marked and everything. Did I stamp this one? It's got orange on it now. I think it'll be okay. Okay, so here we go. We're ready? Need a little copy there. Let's go ahead and glue this guy down. Come on. I've been using this glue already this morning, so it shouldn't be stuck. It's been working great so far. But, you know, turn on the camera and it's a whole different story. Now a magnolia, and actually this might not supposed to be a magnolia because magnolias grow in trees and this really doesn't look like a tree branch, but maybe this is, I don't know. I'm calling it a magnolia. And I'm grateful for having a grandmother in my life who was very important in my life. And one of the things that she did for us grandkids was she planted a tree for each one of us. She planted a tree for each grandkid, and then she planted a rose bush for each great-grandkid in her yard. Her garden was her pride and joy, and we were part of it every day. And she told us when she worked around those trees and those rose bushes, she thought of us and prayed for us, and it just was so special to be a part of that. And you know, I'm grateful for grandmothers that a grandmother's love. Let's just say that, because that was about the most meaningful thing, and it's meant the world to me. And that, as far as I know, my magnolia tree is still there growing. I've stopped by that house from time to time. Grandma is no longer with us, but I've just, you know, gone by the house and checked it out from time to time, and I think it's well, the last time I looked, it was still there. It's been a few years now. And I just love magnolias. It's just it's just symbolic to me at this point, you know. And let's see, how can I put that on there like that? Or is it supposed to be, I'm not sure, guys. I'm winging it. It's supposed to be like that, and then maybe that. Oh, I like that much better. Maybe. Do I like that better? Ooh, that sticks out like that. That was an accident, but I like it. I'm going to make that happen. I'm going to make that happen. That was cool. Okay, so that kind of went like that. And I'm going to kind of bend these up, I think. I might even put some foam tape under there. That one I think can go down. And then this one, definitely putting foam tape under that one. That was cool. Just a little dot. I just need a little dot. And I'm going to go ahead and put it under these. Now, if you don't have foam tape, one of the fun things I've used is a hot glue gun, because if you put a squirt under there, it will lift up your paper in the shape that you want it if you're careful with it. A little dollop of hot glue works well. Works really well. That's why we don't use it when we want flat mail, right? Okay, just put that under there. Oh, that's so cool. Look how that adds dimension. Just a little dimension. And then this one, I want to do the same thing and put a little dot on the top. Right up here. And I'll put a little glue down at the bottom. And that kind of stood up just like that. Just like that. It's an imperfect flower, and that's perfect. I love it. Let's put another one. Let's do another one over here. How gorgeous would this be? And you know what? Since it's day 2, I'm only going to put 2 flowers. Huh. How's that? I can't do that through everything through the month, but I'm only going to put 2 flowers today. And actually, I think I want a little lift on that one. So we'll put some tape under there. Oops. And there's that. We'll push those down just fine. And then we'll put a couple of these down. I guess I should have glued the back of the strip instead of that, but that's okay. And it's funny because they only showed, or there was only a cutout for 2 of these, I'm guessing per flower, but I feel like they need more than that. I'm going to go ahead and put a 3rd one on each of them. Kind of bunch them up in the middle. Let's put one more up on top, on that top flower. Oop, it stuck to my finger instead. Let's try that again. The tweezers would be good, instead of keep sticking it to my finger. There we go. I think I like that. I'll kind of do that to make it kind of stick up a little. And then we can put another flower here. And I like it just the way it's laying, so I'm going to put foam on that one, on 2 of those, on the 2 outer ones, and then we'll glue down the middle one right there. Take that off. And on this other one, hope you guys are crafting today. I hope you are having a fantastic fall. I probably said that. I don't know, but you know what? I mean it. All right, this one kind of went up that way, didn't it? Or that way. Kind of like that. Gave that some dimension there. Poke that down in the middle. make sure those are stuck down real good. And then I want that last petal also bumped up a little bit. And glued, of course. And then we'll put this one here. Could even put that one on the back, but I think this is nice. There we go. So there's that. These are for extras. I do want to put some more leaves on there because that's what they're for. Put some extra leaves. And with these, I'm just going to kind of pull them up a little bit. I don't need to put foam tape under them. I'm just going to glue them in just like that. Just add some extras. Might not be able to add that big old one because that's a huge one, isn't it? I think it's too big for this one. I'm going to keep this kind of light and loose. I feel like that one's too big for that spot too, but I could put it here and I think it would go well. Put that one there. Boy, some of those leaves are way too big, aren't they? But this one, I think, would be nice up on top. It's about the same size as the others. Put that one there. Come on. We're just going to frame these flowers and make them really, really pop out. There we go. Do I have one more small one? I know I do. I could go here. There we go. All right, I don't need too much more than that. I am going to go ahead and distress the edges, sew around it, and we'll add the day on there, and I will be right back. All right, guys, here we go. Here's number 2. We've got the 2 down here because I'm going to put the day under each one. I was able to distress the edges, sew around. This is the final card. I hope you guys like it. I hope you will be inspired to create your own. And I hope that you have a fantastic day. Blessings to all of you. Hugs. Love you. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.